In the heart of Australia, a small dog with an oversized personality was making a name for himself, escaping with the cunning of a seasoned illusionist. A dachshund, soon dubbed Houdini by both amusement and exasperation of neighbors, managed to break free from his owner's yard time and time again. Each attempt was more confounding than the last. Latches appeared untouched, gates closed as if Houdini had slipped through the air itself. Residents gathered in theories, whispering about tiny tunnels and acrobatics under cover of darkness. Yet Houdini always made his way to the same nearby park, strutting across the grass with a confidence that defied his small stature. Unharmed and unbothered by the search parties, the dog would eventually be scooped up, eyes sparkling as if sharing a private joke with the world. As word spread, Houdini became a legend, his escapades serving as light-hearted reminders of curiosity's eternal drive and the unlikely heroes who inspire communities to rally together.
Houdini Dachshund escapes again. A dachshund in Australia earned the nickname Houdini after repeatedly escaping from its owner's yard, baffling neighbors and sparking a local search. The dog was found wandering a nearby park, unharmed but defiant.
Half a world away, Japan found itself caught in a different kind of tempest, this one swirling in delicate porcelain cups. At a chic cafe tucked in a bustling district, customers ordered English tea, expecting perhaps a refined experience. What they weren't expecting was a bill that soared as high as $20 per cup. Social media ignited, with customers posting receipts and tongue-in-cheek reviews. Critics decried it as daylight robbery, an overpriced tourist trap, while defenders argued for specialty leaves, craftsmanship, and an exclusive atmosphere. As the debate unfolded, underlying tensions surfaced. Was this a misstep in hospitality, or a cultural misunderstanding veiled by clashing expectations? The tea price tempest became a quirky economic lesson, a symbol of how tradition and commerce sometimes brew controversy instead of camaraderie.
A cafe in Japan caused a social media storm by charging an exorbitant price for a cup of English tea, with some customers paying up to $20.
In the Russian city of Yekaterinburg, an act of routine housekeeping flirted with disaster. An 80-year-old woman, accustomed to her own independence, was cleaning her sixth-floor windows when fate intervened. She lost her balance, plummeting 6 stories downward, a distance that should have spelled tragedy. Miraculously, she landed atop a parked car, the vehicle's roof crumpling beneath her, absorbing the impact. Onlookers stared in disbelief. Even more astonishing, the woman proceeded to climb off the car, dust off her clothes, and walk away with only minor injuries.
80-year-old survives 6-story fall. An 80-year-old woman in Yekaterinburg, Russia, fell from her 6th-floor apartment while cleaning windows and landed on a parked car. Astonishingly, she climbed down and walked away, later receiving hospital treatment with no major injuries.
CCTV footage of this event quickly circled the globe, viewers marveling at the improbable blend of misfortune and survival. Medical experts called it a miracle, while others found inspiration in the resilience and spirit of someone who quite literally bounced back from disaster.
Ferrari burns hours after purchase. A Japanese music producer, Hong Kong, saved for 10 years to buy a Ferrari 458 Spider, only to watch it catch fire and burn to a crisp within an hour of driving it. The story spread across social media, blending tragedy with absurd timing.
Japan, already in the spotlight for luxury beverage pricing, found itself at the center of another viral story, this one tinged with tragedy and irony. A well-known music producer, Hong Kong, had dedicated a decade to fulfilling a singular dream, to own a gleaming red Ferrari 458 Spider. With anticipation peaking, Hong Kong finally slid behind the wheel, reveling in the engine's purr as he embarked on his inaugural drive. But within an hour, as he navigated city streets, disaster struck. A mysterious fire erupted from the rear of the vehicle. Flames engulfed the car, forcing a helpless Hong Kong to watch as 10 years of saving and aspiration went up in smoke. Social media buzzed with sympathy, disbelief, and a kind of communal cringe at the unthinkable timing. A luxury dream transformed into a uniquely absurd cautionary tale. On the global stage, fitness enthusiasts found themselves debating a phenomenon birthed on TikTok by the account at the Crooked Mon 10. At just 19, this unconventional bodybuilder set out to challenge aesthetic norms by training only the left side of his body, particularly focusing on the trapezius muscle. The results were jarring, a figure made purposefully asymmetrical, earning both shock and admiration across the platform. Dubbed looks minimizing by the creator, the experiment unsettled those invested in physical symmetry and perfection. Was it a critique of fitness culture, a performance, or simply a personal journey? Whatever the motivation, his lopsided transformation became a viral sensation. Proof positive that in the age of social media, even the most offbeat personal expressions can spark global conversations about body image, ambition, and authenticity.
Asymmetrical bodybuilder goes viral. A 19-year-old TikToker, the Crooked Mon 10, gained attention for deliberately working out only the left side of his body, particularly his trapezius muscle, creating a strikingly lopsided physique. His looks-minimizing journey challenges fitness norms and has sparked both awe and confusion online.
Meanwhile, in China's Zhejiang province, a far more serious discussion unfolded after a woman reported contracting herpes following a night of karaoke. She alleged that a shared microphone, held too close to her mouth during a passionate performance, was the source. The claim attracted immediate media attention, fueling public health debates about sanitation standards in popular entertainment venues. Experts weighed in, pointing out the statistical unlikelihood, but also highlighting the largely overlooked risks of communal objects. Karaoke bars, a beloved pastime, began to reconsider their hygiene protocols. The episode, while rare, prompted a broader reckoning with how everyday experiences could unexpectedly cross paths with medical anxieties, a story at the intersection of caution and culture.
Karaoke herpes scare, China. A woman in Zhejiang, China, claimed she contracted herpes from holding a karaoke microphone too close to her mouth, prompting public health discussions about sanitation in entertainment venues. The unusual medical claim raised eyebrows and fueled online debates.
Back in Australia, another illusion unraveled, not by a mischievous dachshund, but by artificial intelligence. For months, listeners had tuned in to Sydney's Kata radio station, enjoying the seemingly flawless delivery of a host named Thai. Yet, subtle oddities creeped in, repetitive turns of phrase, an impersonal cadence, and the curious absence of any biographical details. Eventually, the truth emerged. Thai was an AI, orchestrated to handle 4-hour music blocks with computational consistency. While some listeners felt duped, others marveled at the sophistication of the technology and what it foretold for the media landscape. The revelation prompted introspection about the future of human connection in entertainment, exposing both anxieties and awe at how quickly the artifice can blend with reality.
AI radio host exposed, Australia. Sydney's Kata station revealed that its host, Thai, who presented music for 4 hours daily, was an AI construct, not a human. Listeners grew suspicious after noticing repetitive phrases and the lack of a biography, leading to the station's admission in late April.
An Englishman in Solihull, West Midlands, lived out a narrative so improbable it could have sprung from a detective novel. After his prized Honda Civic was stolen from his driveway, weeks passed without a trace. Then, perusing classified ads, he spotted what appeared to be an identical vehicle up for sale. Acting on a hunch, he went to inspect the car, only to discover unique markings, stickers, a worn seat, that confirmed it was, in fact, his own. The realization dawned gradually, turning confusion into shock, then amusement. In a twist of fate, he had bought back the very car that had vanished, every mile and memory intact. The story captured imaginations, a reminder that sometimes the world is stranger than fiction, and that coincidence can be a potent force in the tapestry of ordinary lives.
Man buys back stolen car. UK. An Englishman in Solihull, West Midlands, unknowingly repurchased his own Honda Civic weeks after it was stolen from his driveway. The bizarre coincidence came to light when he recognized unique features of the car, making it a surreal tale of chance.
In Kentucky, the scent of rubber and risk filled the air after a brazen theft at a Corvette factory. 8 gleaming sports cars, the pride of American automotive performance, vanished into the night. But the thieves' joyride was short-lived. Authorities swiftly tracked down the vehicles, returning them almost entirely unscathed. The audacity of targeting such distinctive, high-profile machines astounded the public. The rapid recovery offered relief, and the caper became a study in contrasts: meticulous planning versus inevitable exposure, speed met by swift justice.
Corvette heist foiled, USA. Thieves stole 8 Corvettes from a Kentucky plant where the cars are built, but police quickly recovered the vehicles and arrested a suspect. The audacity of targeting such high-profile cars added a layer of absurdity to the crime.
On the outskirts of Kenya, border officials confronted a baffling crime. 2 Belgian teenagers were detained, their suitcases teeming not with contraband or ivory, but with thousands of ants. Valued at over $9,000, the insects were allegedly bound for specialized collectors and researchers in Europe and Asia. The oddity of the smuggling attempt perplexed officials and prompted a flurry of questions. Were these teens entrepreneurs, victims of a bizarre trafficking scheme, or mere enthusiasts in over their heads? The case exposed the shadowy underworld of wildlife trade and urged a reconsideration of both biodiversity protection and the unexpected treasures that traverse borders. Together, these stories form a panoramic tapestry of the unusual, testaments to the unpredictability of daily life and the boundless capacity for surprise, resilience, and curiosity found in corners both familiar and far-flung.
Ant smuggling teens caught, Kenya. 2 Belgian teenagers were detained in Kenya with thousands of ants, valued at $9,200, allegedly intended for European and Asian markets. The unusual smuggling attempt, reported in late April, left authorities puzzled about the teens' motives.